the Lowry Centre for Advanced Training in Dance, and it's part of a national scheme for young people who are looking to train towards a professional career. So it's pre-vocational. We established the CATs in order for the young people to receive really high quality training but still stay in their local school. They could stay at home but still achieve all the things that they wanted to do in terms of getting into full-time training when they were age kind of 16 or 18. We've got young people now in most of the full-time training schools in the country, so some of those are like the contemporary schools like Lowry Centre and The Place in London, or Northern School of Contemporary Dance in Leeds. We've got students at Central School of Ballet, at Rambert School, and students at more commercial musical theatre schools as well, like Erdang or London Studio Centre. And we are a predominantly contemporary CAT programme, so we train them in ballet and contemporary dance and Pilates, and try and teach them about the profession. We've got open days coming up over the next, we've had our one this Sunday, so we've got 2 more on the next 2 Sundays on the 14th and 21st of May. And we're inviting young people from across the Northwest, from kind of ages 11-12 up to 16, and they can come and find out more about what we do. And it's a really accessible programme. What's really special about the CAT programme is it's funded by the Department for Education, and with means-tested grants available, so young people who maybe otherwise wouldn't be able to access this kind of training can come along and can get a full grant or part grant towards their training, and it's means tested. I think the full fees at the moment are set at $3,600 for the year. Okay. If the household income, that's for people whose household income is above 64 and around £64,000. But anything under that, people receive some form of grant. The household income is below 29,000 approximately, and then they receive a full grant, which is incredible, and it covers everything: the training, any visits we do to performances or trips. We do quite a few trips to go and visit other CAT programmes or projects. We've done like loads of different projects with visiting companies. Obviously we're lucky here at the Lowry to have really great connections, so we're working with companies like Akron Khan Company, and we've done a project with the Royal Opera House and the Royal Ballet in the past, Phoenix Dance Theatre. You know, the young people have got these CVs that are as long as my arm, and it's just amazing that, you know, all of that comes within the package. It was like a family as well. Yeah. You know, they're here. Sometimes the parents say they're here more than they are at home, and they see them more at home, and they're a lovely group, the young people. They trust each other. They're really caring, they're committed, they're a great bunch, and they really support each other, because it can be, it's an intensive programme. There's a lot to consider. It is a commitment for the family as well as the young person, but the benefits are really clear. If it is that they're really keen on being a professional, we're kind of trying to set the foundations for them at an earlier level, so that they have a head start, and they've got a chance to really understand the profession and all that goes with it. They're here with us one night a week, and a full day on a Saturday. We do an open class on a Monday as well for extra ballet if they want it, which is really beneficial for them. And then they do one full weekend at half term, and a full week at Easter, and a full week in summer. And the idea of those kind of more intensive times to be creative and work towards maybe a creative project that ends in a performance. So we are very much about the training and about the process as opposed to the product, but we do try and within that make sure that we are giving loads of creative opportunities, and the performance is usually a culmination of a whole year's process, which again gives them the sense of what it is like to be a company. We at the moment we've got 3 open days, well 2 left now here at the Lowry, and we've got 2 which are coming up, actually 3, sorry, coming up, 2 in Cumbria and 1 in South Cheshire, in Chester way. And the reason for doing that is to kind of give those young people who are a little bit further out the opportunity to come to somewhere a little bit closer and find out there before they take the next step. So one of the reasons we've held most of our open days this year at the Lowry is so that young people can experience, and the parents experience the journey here, what it's like to be here, and meet our teachers, and have a real true experience of coming to the Lowry, whereas if it's out in somewhere local, they don't necessarily put the two and two together and understand how the whole thing works. Yeah, loads of really, really talented young people in the Northwest, and loads of amazing youth dance work that's happening as well. So what's really nice is being able to work together with other provision that's happening in the Northwest, and kind of access young people that might not necessarily have known that there's a training programme available. They might be doing it for fun, or they might be doing it for health reasons, or whatever the reasons are. But you know, in terms of this kind of level of training, it's really great to know how many people year on year come through and still want to do it, and let them know within the week if we can, after the audition. So we, depending on how many spaces we have available, we will try and make a decision on the day and then let them know within the next few days. So we've got a really great panel of our tutors, and also Sharon Watson, who's the artistic director of Phoenix Dance Theatre, supports us each year as well, which is really wonderful. So she's coming over on the 4th of June, and we really value her input as well. The open days, you can ring the Lowry box office and book through the Lowry box office, or pop in and speak to them on the counter. And like I say, they're taking place the next 2 Sundays. And then the audition application forms will be available at those open days as well, so you can come and collect one. Alternatively, if you go on the Northwest Dance website, we have the application form will be uploaded on there as well. So it's really easy. And we invite everybody to audition that applies, as long as they're in the right age bracket.